Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Plot Hole Productions. I'm your host, Nate Slater, here once again for another exciting episode of Slab Addict Saturdays. Folks, if you're new to the channel, every once in a while I get some collectibles back from CGC, and it appears this time well, at least by the looks of it, we got some graded books. I don't know what I'm getting. I just know that it's graded. Hopefully it's a great grade. I just remove my information from the box. I don't tamper with the boxes at all, so the surprise is authentic. It's like I'm getting a Christmas present, because like Christmas, we don't know what we're getting. Let's get into it. Folks, so before we do anything, we always have to take a moment to pray to the 9-8 gods. So, now that we got that out of the way, let's get into it. We'll start with this one because it's in front of us. We got our handy dandy knife here. And I don't like how these boxes work, but if I remember correctly, because they're new, you got to do it this way or something or other. Because the flap is right here. And they come in this nice protective thing, bubble thingy. Hopefully I can't see what it is. Okay, I can't. At least they do this, so if you're trying to do what I do, you don't know what you're getting, and it makes it fun. Now you gotta figure out which top, bottom. This is bottom. Here we go. We don't need that no more. And here we go. Packing slip and some doodads. Anyway, now it's out of the way. So here we go. First book. Oh. Okay, well, funny story about this. So I thought all these books that I had were 9/8 until, when you send stuff to like a CGC signing, you get kind of ahead of yourself. You're like, oh, I think this is 9/8. And so I print out the labels and stuff like that to ship off. And then I'm actually, cutting the windows into the plastic so they can sign in the thing. And then I start really looking at the book. I'm like, oh, this is definitely not a 9/8. Like at first glance, when I first got it, I'm like, oh yeah, this is a 9/8. And then now when I'm actually like paying more attention to detail as I'm getting ready to ship it off, I see a few spine ticks. And the cardstock on this book is really thick, so you can definitely see a spine tick. There's no doubt about it. But yeah, so Mike Mayhew went to CGC again, and I have a whole bunch of the Star Wars books, which is based off of George Lucas's original rough draft on how he envisioned Star Wars before he tweaked it to what we know today. But anyway, so yeah, I originally thought this was going to be a 9/8. After further inspection, I already made the label, so I was like, whatever, get it graded anyway and signed. It came back a 9/4. So the Star Wars #1 Dark Horse Comics, signed by Mike Mayhew, the New York Comic Con edition, in a 9/4. I love it. I just wish it was a 9/8. Eventually, maybe I can get out there and find one in a 9/8 and then send it back in to get signed. But as you can see, he has a signature down there. Beautiful. I just wish it was a 9/8. Let me move the knife over here for now. We'll put this here. So, next book is... Here we go, folks. Okay, this kind of makes up for it. So we have the Star Wars #1, signed by Mike Mayhew. And this is based off of George Lucas's original rough draft screenplay. And a CGC 9/8 signed by Mike Mayhew. So this is the first print book. I have every single version of this. Unfortunately, not all in a 9/8. But, not bad. I am not complaining about the 9/4 just because that's my bad. So let's move on to the next box. Hopefully we can get another 9/8. Cut the little slits here. Okay, here we go. I still got to be careful because sometimes these like bubble wrap things, they don't come in black, so they are clear. Let's see, this one is black as well, which I appreciate them doing that. Yes, I just throw the boxes because I don't care. If it isn't the book, I don't care. Packing slip. One book is already upside down. Remove that. Here we go. Plastic gone. Can we get 9/8? Here we go. Oh. Okay. Actually, I think this is exactly what I wanted. So, if I remember correctly, I sent this book in twice to get. Let me see here. 5/1, 11/23. Yes, I sent it in twice before, and it came back both times at 9/4. And I'm assuming because I've had it pressed so many times by CGC when I sent it in, they finally gave me the grade bump. So originally, I believe, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was a 9/4 before, and this time it got a 9/6. We have Amazing Spider-Man 252. This was signed by Brett Breeding on 4/28/25. That's the updated time I've sent this in. With the custom black suit label. So Spider-Man 252 newsstand in a 9/6. Signed by, it's been signed by in total Tom DeFalco, Ron Fiennes, and Brett Breeding. So 3 signatures on this bad boy. It ties with Marvel Team Up 141 for the first appearance of the black costume, and it's an Amazing Fantasy 15 cover homage. So yes, this is definitely what I was hoping for. I got the grade bump. Now, granted, because it says it was Roger Stern, Tom DeFalco's story, Ron Fiennes and Brett Breeding art, Ron Fiennes and Klaus Johnson cover. So I don't know if Roger Stern is still around or Klaus, but if they are, I'm going to have this submitted again to get signed and graded. But who knows if I'll get the 9/6 again. Might come back at 9/4, who knows. But right now, it sits at a 9/6 where I've wanted it to be, and I couldn't be more happy. So this is a definite win. Well, folks, that's all the time we have today for Slab Addict Saturdays. If you like what you saw here today, leave a comment down below. Let me know your thoughts on these unboxings. Overall, I'm happy. Like I said, I did mess up on the one Star Wars book, but the damage was done. Sent it in anyway. Got a 9/4. Not mad about it. It's still one of the harder to get versions of that book, so it's worth it. I don't know how many there are on the census. I'm probably going to go check, but I'm proud of it. At least I got a 9/8 on the other one, and the most important part, I got the 9/6 on the ASM 252 newsstand, so that is awesome. 3 signatures plus the newsstand. Gotta love it. If you guys want to support the channel, please check out my eBay. It's N8_PlotHolePro. Any collectibles you pick up from there help support the channel and me, and it's much appreciated. And if you haven't, like and subscribe to the channel to keep up to date on all things Plot Hole Productions. Once again, I'm your host, Nate Slater, and I'll catch you in the void.